We come now to the final Pro-Am fight of the evening. This one is for the South African super lightweight title to be contested with an upper weight limit of 63.5 kilograms. Introducing to you first, the challenger fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 6 wins, 6 losses and a single draw, fighting out of wrestling for MMA. Please welcome Heinrich Jacobs.
Sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. No matter how bad you want to just fall flat on your face. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps. Long as you feel them to the day that I drop. You'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illness to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop. Millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not. You're gonna fear it like I showed you. The spirit of God lives in us. You hear it a lot, lyrics the shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Listen up, but sizzle my whistle, this is the plot. Listen up, you pistols for God's little does not give up.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high, I'ma rip this till my bone pull out, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high.
And introducing to you the champion, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, fighting out of the Art of Thai Gym. Please welcome Michael Bezuidenhout.
Hey, you heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper. Money never made me. Made me do something, nah, can't make me. Even if the money low can't pay me. Even if the money low can't play me. Hey, you heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper. Pablo, Barbaroli, and a Rockweiler. Seem like the more fame I only got wilder. Hands up, we just doing what the cops taught us. Hands up, we just doing what the cops taught us. I've been out of my mind a long time. I've been out of my mind a long time. I be saying how I feel at the wrong time. Might not come when you want, but I'm on time. Hey, y'all heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper.
When the action begins, your referee in charge, Nicholas Radley.
Our first title fight of the evening, Cole. Very excited for this one.
Right, both of these guys very well known to TFP, to Thaiholics Fight Promotions. Michael, I think, made his debut with TFP when he fought the former champion Shane Deacon, who actually makes his pro debut tonight. And we've seen Michael drop a division since then, and since then, you know, really put on some solid performances. But standing in front of him today, Heinrich Jacobs, who earned that title shot against Brian Mkube, you know, also looking to make a statement here.
You know, Cole, Michael's one of those fighters I've enjoyed watching over his, you know, TFP career or Thaiholics Fight Promotions career. You've visibly seen that improvement from his first fight. He's gradually improving as each fight goes along. And they say, you know, once you become champion, you get a little bit of extra energy, a little bit of extra power, because you have something that you don't want to give away.
And of course, he was fighting in a division higher than what he's fighting now. Made the adjustment, came down in weight, you know, maybe worked on that fitness a little bit as well to get it more in shape. And since then, we've just seen him, you know, firing on all cylinders, and he's a different beast altogether. But then again, he's also a software developer, you know. Maybe he just changed a couple of cards there and reconfigured himself. Came out a different fighter at the moment, doing a very good job of sort of controlling the ring, keeping Heinrich on the back foot there. Heinrich started off well, but now he's also looking a bit tentative as Michael starts to land those shots more cleanly.
That's funny, Cole. He might have just plugged himself in and update a couple of lines of code. Every time he comes out, it's a little bit of improvement.
And also, like, his ability to read what his opponents are doing is also really good. You know, we see Heinrich coming with a couple of feints. Michael's more than happy to stand back and just, you know, look for those shots, pick the openings. And of course, we also know that he trains very closely with Nedo Gomba. You know, fighting with someone like that, training with someone like that, really going to lift your level on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, Cole, absolutely. I mean, you improve greatly depending on your team. You know, not everybody is lucky enough to have a good group of people to spar with. And, you know, mentioning Nedo, I think he was on another promotion abroad this week and actually won a knockout tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, nice jab.
And you can see those, you know, those little performances. Sometimes I see these guys on social media and I get to watch a little bit of videos of Michael and maybe with Nedo, see them working together, and I see the way that Nedo's, you know, trying to imprint on Michael, give him just those little basic advices, and you can see how it works here. He's changed up his level much quicker, really giving Heinrich a difficult time here. Heinrich trying to disrupt his flow with those inside leg kicks and some sneaky little taps to the knee and so on, which are of course legal in Muay Thai. But I think he needs to actually put some pressure on, and you know, he needs to give Michael something to think about, because at the moment Michael doesn't mind a couple of inside leg kicks. That's a little bit better, you know, start catching kicks, put him on the back foot, but Michael responding really well there.
Two very different approaches in this fight, so I think it's going to shape up to be something really interesting. Michael looks very solid in his base, doesn't mind taking a strike to return a strike, whereas Heinrich is trying to be a bit more evasive, changing his stance from southpaw to orthodox, trying to move out of the way. A couple of shots to the leg to disrupt Michael's flow, but this looks like it's going to be turning into a very interesting fight.
Great work there. Hesitant to throw out what's maybe happening in the rounds there, but if I had to, I would say maybe giving that one, you know, to Michael on the edge there. I think he landed a lot more clean shots, put Heinrich on the back foot. Heinrich's doing well, you know, to be evasive when he can, but at the same time he needs to be more threatening to the champion, you know, especially in front of the judges. If it's a very close fight, you often have the case that, you know, it goes to the champion. You have to really work to take the belt away from him.
Absolutely, coming in as the challenger, if you aren't going to finish the fight, you need to do that extra work. You need to take it to the champion, and you need to show him why you want that belt. It is hard for me to call the first round call. I think that Heinrich started a little bit slower than Michael. Michael might have racked up a few more points in the early exchanges in the round, and I think later on Heinrich started to land a bit more, you know. So it's a difficult one for me to call. I'm just going to leave it to the judges for now.
And also interesting, both fighters electing not to use the stool there, standing up in their corners. That was quite a frantic pace for the first round, but the guys, you know, obviously very well conditioned. They just want to get the show on the road here again.
Nice big opening kick there from Heinrich, standing in the southpaw position. But as we say again, Michael's pretty used to that. He's got one of the world's best southpaws standing in front of him every day.
Heinrich showed some good evasion there with that head movement, evading a couple of strikes. Maybe needs to check the kicks that come after the combinations.
Referee Nicholas Radley just removing the Prajut armbands there, maybe getting in the way. Michael doing really well with those inside leg kicks on the southpaw, back to the outside. Referee warns him just to watch where the shots are going. Hits that outside leg as well, definitely disrupting the forward momentum Heinrich's trying to generate. We're seeing now that Heinrich's putting on a lot more pressure, getting those short little movements to come forward, making sure that he's taking the kicks and answering in kind. But as we see now, landing a shot below the belt there, the champion will have a few minutes now to rest. Referee goes over to Heinrich just to tell him to watch those shots.
Yeah, Cole, I think Heinrich is not as much on the back foot moving backwards as he was in the first round. Definitely a bit more pressure coming from him. I was just about to say that Michael is starting to do some damage on that front leg of Heinrich, but he seems to be unfazed by it right now and just seems to be walking through it at the moment.
And of course, having a little bit of a breather there now as Michael tried to readjust and get back into this now. Usually this is the time where as we're talking, a massive sweep and a dump there from the champion.
Big
Puts
sweep
Heinrich
from
flat on his
Michael.
back, but he's straight to his feet again. Landing low, landing high with the kicks. Michael staying consistent, looking at those inside leg kicks, following up with the outside kick. Check there by Heinrich. Couple of shots unanswered.
Really good matchup so far, Carl. It's a very good championship fight. Michael is definitely doing damage with those leg kicks. If you notice, when Heinrich steps down on his front foot, he's landing heel first and then the ball of the foot. And I know that if I've taken a couple of leg kicks and I land on the ball of my foot, it's a bit sore because of that muscle tensing. So I think he's feeling it, and Michael should just keep chopping at the legs when he can.
Even though he's wearing tights under his Muay Thai shorts, we can start to see that swelling, the redness coming out there, and we can just hear the thunder of those kicks that Michael's landing. Now, Heinrich's starting to look very ginger on those legs. Michael switching it up, putting on the pressure, looking for the headshot here. Maybe needs to go back to the leg, finish off some big punches. The crowd all on their feet.
Michael definitely turned it up in the last couple of seconds. I think those leg kicks are resulting in Heinrich actually dropping his hands and exposing his face. So maybe a couple of fakes to the legs and lining up a couple of straights.
Definitely seeing that look of fatigue on Heinrich. His hands are low, his
Good
legs
trick.
are battered, and Michael just looking to put that finishing exclamation point on it. But again, this isn't the first fight where we've seen a one-sided fight going the distance and something happening there where a quick switch up changes the whole momentum of the fight. Great round there. Heinrich was doing really well in the opening stanza of that round. And then I think after that groin shot, I don't know if that just woke Michael up a little bit, but I think he started landing some really big shots. We can see the guys in the corner of Heinrich's corner busy icing up those legs. And yet he's still standing, electing not to take the stool again.
Yeah, I think just before the groin shot, Heinrich was actually doing quite well. I think that was a moment in the fight where he was gaining some ascendancy. And just after that breather, after the groin shot, the champ came back and he started to lay it in. I think that Heinrich is not bouncing around as freely as anymore because of the leg kicks. And that's obviously going to affect his game plan. So he just needs to make sure he's keeping his hands up, because I saw a couple of shots landing now that he's feeling the shots to the legs, because you're actually seeing a reaction with some of the leg shots that are landing.
And as we have a look at both corners here, a very calm Art of Thai corner here. I think they feel like they've got the ascendancy, know that if they just hold on to this one, it looks like they might have it in the bag. Heinrich's corner shouting at him, telling him, you got to go, you got to finish, look for those punches. The crowd's on their feet, they're chanting for their fighters. Both fighters have a lot of support here, which is great to see.
Yes, Carl, absolutely amazing atmosphere for this fight.
Yeah, we see Heinrich coming out hard. He's looking for that finisher. crowd jumps up.
Both fighters really up for the scrap.
Michael doing really well, keep his hands tight here. This is similar, I guess, to how the second round opened up. Heinrich came out really strong. Michael just weathered the storm and then, find his rhythm in the later half of the second round. Right now he's done well to stay composed. Touching Heinrich. I think if he works back to those leg kicks, that's really going to slow him down again.
Yeah, as you say that, Cole, he lands 2 nice leg kicks. Sweep.
Big sweep. And we all know, as Muay Thai fighters ourselves, getting up off the ground is one of the most tiring things.
Absolutely.
You see Heinrich eating some big shots in the corner here. Michael Bezuidenhout turning on the pressure. He's opening the hose. He's letting it all out. Heinrich's eating shots and
back. Heinrich needs to
jumps in
fire
for
back.
standing 8 count here.
Cole, sometimes getting swept, you already lost that exchange. You're better off taking a second, just breathing for a second or two and then jumping up, especially when you need a little bit of time to recover. It's not going to change the outcome of the fight drastically. I get it in the early rounds, but at this point, there's nothing wrong with taking a second or two.
Definitely. Michael Bezuidenhout goes straight back, hunting that chin. He knows that he's got his opponent on wobbly legs here. If he keeps out that kind of pressure, he might have the referee jumping in again. And sneaky little sweep there. He grabs the tee, pulls him back, drags him. That he actually landed with his face sliding along the floor there.
Very nice sweep, Cole. Very nice sweep.
Getting a taste of the canvas. Michael still coming forward, a lot of energy. Heinrich needs to do something here. He needs to throw back. He can't just be taking the shots. At least he's looking for that tee.
Yeah, Heinrich definitely can't leave this one to the judges right now. He's going to have to throw everything at it.
Big knee there from Michael. Heinrich's still game though. He's still coming forward. He wants to get in this fight, but he's just so fatigued, and those leg kicks have taken out a lot of energy. It's leaving his chin exposed now. But it's great to see he's still game. He still wants to be in this fight. He still wants to be there. As I say that, he eats a massive right straight from, and a huge sweep there.
Nice sweep,
taking advantage of him being unaware of the situation now. And at this point, you feel like it might be a stretch beyond, unless we have one of those Hail Mary shots again like we saw in the earlier fight. 10 seconds left. Let's see who's going to put the exclamation point here. The champ doing the business here. Sweeps
Big
him
sweep.
again. Champion raises his hand. The crowd goes wild all around us here. I can barely hear myself on this microphone.
Absolutely great atmosphere for the championship fight, Cole. I think the champ done absolutely. It was a really good performance.
You can give a good round of applause for Heinrich as well. Puts his hands up there. He went the distance with the champion, and that's what you want to see. Great fights, great matchup. Looking forward to see where both these guys go in their next fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight went the distance. Joining us in the ring to hand over the lightweight belt, super lightweight belt, is Mr. Kurt Retter from Allied Fiberglass. And now we have a judge's decision for you. It's a unanimous one. With your winner coming from the red corner and still champion of the super lightweight pro-am division, Michael Bezuidenhout.
Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper. Money never made me. Made me do something, nah, can't make me. Even if the money low can't pay me. Even if the money low can't play me. Hey, you heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper. Pablo bought a rollie and a rock wilder. Seem like the more fame I only got wilder.